spoke to the man first. He looked to be in his 60s, white-haired, dressed in a formal coat, as if he had been on his way back home from church. There were cuts on the right side of his face and a burn across his cheek, as if a piece of flaming wood had caught him. All his right side was smeared with dust, and there were small burns to the fabric of his clothes. Pitt apologized for disturbing him, asked his name and where he lived. "On my way home from church, God help us," the man said shakily. "Who are they? What kind of people would do this?" He was frightened and trying desperately not to show it in front of his wife. He must have been walking on the outside, as a man would, and she had been closer to the blast and was more seriously hurt. It was her arm the ambulance man was binding, and already the blood was beginning to seep through the bandage as he added yet another layer. His glance to Pitt told him to hurry up. "Did you see anything else in the street?" Pitt asked. "Anyone at all? Any witnesses might help." No, I didn't. We were talking to each other," the man replied. "Who would do this? Is it more anarchists? What do they want?" "I don't know, sir, but we'll find out," Pitt promised. "If you remember anything, let us know." He handed the man his card, wished the woman well, and then, with a nod to the ambulance man, he walked back towards the house. It was time to go in and look at the bodies, gather whatever evidence there was. He skirted around a block of fallen masonry, picking his way carefully. He could taste burning in the air, and yet it was cold. "Sir!" a fireman called out. "You can't come in here, it's—" Pitt kept on walking, his feet crunching on broken glass. "Commander Pitt." He introduced himself. "Oh, well, watch where you put your feet, sir. And your head." He glanced upwards at a broken beam that was hanging at a crazy angle, swaying a little as if it could become detached and fall off any moment. "You still shouldn't ought to be here," he added. "The dead men?" Pitt requested. "It's dangerous in here," the man pointed out. "They'll not be going nowhere, sir. Best you let us get them out. The blast killed them, sir. No doubt about that." Pitt would have liked the excuse not to look at the bodies, but there was none. He might learn nothing useful, but it would be a beginning of facing the reality and coming to terms with it. He was standing in front of the fireman. The man was pale-faced, apart from the black ash smudges. His uniform was filthy and wet. When he had time to think about it, he would realize he was cold as well. "That way, sir," the man said reluctantly. "But be careful. You'd be best not to touch anything. Bring the whole lot down on top of yourself." "I won't," Pitt responded, beginning the awkward journey and trying to avoid tripping. If he fell, he would almost certainly bang into a jutting wall strut, a piece of smashed furniture or something dangling from where the ceiling used to be. The floorboards were half up, torn by the blast. It must have been a large bomb, and to judge by the burning and the angles of the broken wood, he was near the centre of it. What on earth had happened here, in the quiet house on a pleasant London street near Kensington Gardens? Anarchists? London was full of them. Half the revolutionaries in Europe had either lived here or passed through. In this year of 1898, there had been less terrorist activity than in the recent past, but now, almost at the close of the year, it seemed Special Branch's sense of ease was misplaced. Was this the dying blow, or the first outrider of another storm? Nihilists in Europe had assassinated President Carnot of France, Tsar Alexander II of Russia, the Spanish Prime Minister, Cánovas del Castillo, and earlier this year the Empress Elizabeth of Austria-Hungary. Perhaps.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.